about a fantastic new app that I have been reviewing recently. It's called Thinking Slimmer, and the purpose of Thinking Slimmer is to make you it's not a diet, it's not anything like that, it's to make you feel differently about the way you eat and the way you view foods. I have been using it now for about 2 months. I mean, I'm not religious. I have tried to be a lot better and keep on track with it. But the great thing about it is if you do screw up, I had a massive screw up and I was like, what the hell's going to happen? But they have a fantastic Facebook group who talks you through everything, and Sandra at Thinking Slimmer is fantastic and she will put you back on. You can get back on the straight and narrow and listen to the podcast every night. And now I'm going to show you a bit about how the app works. So you basically have an app. Oh, I don't know whether you can see it. Oh, hold on. Here you go. Here's my app. So all it basically is you have your tips section, help section, log section where you can put your positives, and my pods. So if we click on my pods, there is the Thinking Slimmer 12-week gold program, and then you've got the one for weight loss, motivation, and the chill pod. You start off by listening to just the weight loss one, and it is a podcast that starts like this. If I just give you a quick glimpse. Oh. Hold on 1 second, let me just move it forwards. Oh, it's not going to let me move it forwards. But basically, so all you do is leave it like this, and you will carry on listening to it, and it's basically a gentleman, as you'll hear.
Just take a few moments to settle yourself into the most comfortable position, so that your body can be left to relax for the next few minutes as you listen to my voice.
And he will talk to you for 6 minutes, I think it is, every night for the first 21 days. In the first 21 days you should see some form of difference, and you should see yourself almost thinking about food in a more positive way, but not thinking so much that it takes over your life. I've found things like I've stopped eating every single thing on my plate just because it's there. My partner as well, who's also been listening to this, I mean, he would literally mind sweep all of our dinners, and he has stopped doing that, and he has been sat listening, and we've all been listening together before we go to bed, and it really helps with things like that. It makes you think about what you're eating. I know that sounds really silly. I was really cynical at the start of this. Things like this don't work, but they genuinely do work. And the amount of people that I've told about it and told them that it's a way of thinking, and everyone's like, wait, what diet are you on? It's not a diet. It's more of a way of thinking what you're doing, what you're eating, what you're putting into your mouth. And you can add to the other pods, the motivation pod and the stress pod, and you can add them in with it to then make you more motivated to go to the gym. But I always find that the original weight loss pod makes me more motivated anyway, makes me want to go to the gym. But I have lost 11 pounds, yay, by listening to Thinking Slimmer, and it has definitely worked. I mean, I was putting on weight like no tomorrow, eating cheese like it was going out of fashion, and now I can actually moderate what I'm eating, which is great. But the really good thing about this whole app, that it stopped me drinking Coke. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, sorry about that, I just woke up. So it has stopped me drinking Coke, and I was the kind of girl that would drink 8 cans of Coke a day and think that was normal. And I tell you something, now I feel 10 times better for not drinking it. I'm not struggling to sleep. I don't feel wired anymore off the amount of caffeine that I was having, and I would always drink full fat sugar Coke. It must be so bad for me. I haven't given up Coke completely because I don't drink hot drinks or anything, so I need some form of caffeine boost from somewhere. So I have switched to Coke Zero, and they have made a zero sugar Coke now, which tastes practically the same. But I actually had some form of revelation where I tried full fat Coke and it doesn't taste the same as it used to. I'm not addicted to it anymore. I don't want to sit there and be like, oh my god, I need Coke, I need Coke, I need Coke. And that's how I was before. I'd wake up and be like, I need some form of caffeine from this drink, which is a terrible hold to have over somebody. And this app has definitely helped. It made me almost think differently about drinking Coke, which Sandra did promise me would happen, and it has happened, so that's fantastic. I really, really, really do believe in this. It's endorsed by the NHS as well, and Change for Life, which I think says it all, because they're so, come on, do this to get better, you need to be healthier, and that is definitely something to be proud of, to be endorsed by, because that was the only thing that made me believe in it until I tried it, and it is definitely worth trying. So get out there, head to Thinking Slimmer and see what they've got on offer. They have loads of extras that you can buy, like sugar craving podcasts and things like that, just to make it personal to you. But the Facebook group is fantastic. I mean, I cannot praise it enough. The amount of people that are so lovely in that group and really, really, really make it easy to follow. And any questions you have, even if you feel like you sound like an idiot, you don't, because they talk you through it and make you feel 10 times better than you should do when you're asking silly questions, which is fantastic. So we've got a really good support group, and Sandra does a Facebook chat every Wednesday night for any questions and motivation, which is really fab. And as long as you put in your goals every day, your positives, and follow your goals, try not to use the scales or calorie count or anything like that, and you use measurements instead. And even if you don't have a tape measure, use a piece of string and mark on the piece of string. It's well worth doing. You can definitely see the difference. I can see the difference, and my partner can see the difference, and we will be using Thinking Slimmer for a long time more. So join the bandwagon and come and get on Thinking Slimmer. Thank you.